Hey, good morning. Let's get right to it. Do you ever feel like you're just stuck in a rut? That no matter what you do, you still the old proverbial one step forward, two steps backward? When you finally muster up the courage, you say, oh, okay, I'm going to face my fears this time. I've read a good book. I've listened to great motivational speeches. I heard a wonderful sermon. I'm finally ready to tackle the world one more time. You head out the door only to find out that you're still stuck in the mud. So what do we all do? We retreat back into our cocoons and we start believing everything that everyone else has said. You're not worthy. You can't do it. There's no way. It's impossible. And we start embracing the fact that life is just what it is. This is the hand I've been dealt, and I've just got to learn to play it as best I can. Now, let me tell you a quick story. You've heard it before, but I want you to apply this story to your life. There was a farmer one time that found a baby eagle. So he takes the baby eagle back to his farms and places it among the chickens. So for this whole eagle's life, he's raised believing that he's a chicken. He's picking up worms, clucking and picking around on the ground. But one day the eagle looks up to the sky and he sees this beautiful, huge, majestic bird. And he looks over at the chickens and says, wow, what is that? And one of the old chickens says, that's an eagle, the king of the sky, something you'll never be. You're nothing but a chicken. So the old eagle lived his life and died believing that he was nothing but a chicken. But the truth of the matter was he was so much more, but he allowed conditioning and circumstances around him to believe something that he wasn't. So we got to make sure that we never believe other people's realities about us. We got to defy our own self-imposed limitations. We have to tear down the walls around us and start believing that we're an eagle, not a chicken. You see, life is worth so much more, but the only way to get something out of life is we have to change our surroundings. So people look at me and go, oh, but Dale, you're always so positive. But that wasn't always the case. It was a learned behavior. It was an exercise. Many times I thought it was an exercise in futility. But finally, the negative people started drifting out of my life. And positive people started migrating in. And before you know it, you're surrounded by like-minded people that have a vision and a hope and a dream that we can accomplish anything that we set our minds to. You see, obstacles and setbacks are okay. That's part of life. But what we have to do is find the courage and the strength to push past it. Now, I have to ask you a question. And I want you to look yourself right in the eye and answer this. Am I one of the people that's pulling others down? Am I one of the people saying, oh, that's the hand you've been dealt, you better play it? Or it's impossible, you can't do it? You see, before you can start lifting up yourself, you have to make sure that you unbind others. Keep in mind, like I say once or twice a week, you're the greatest miracle that God's ever created. But it's up to you to embrace it. So today, when you walk out the door, you're not stuck in the mud any longer. You may think right this minute that you're a chicken, but I want you to start believing that you're an eagle. And I want you to surround yourself by like-minded people. And when you see others that think they're a chicken, I want you to tell them, no, you're not. You're an eagle. And it's time for all of us to come together and make this world and the people around us the greatest place that can possibly be. It truly is up to us. And the fact of the matter is, it starts with you and I.